spiders did not hit the skeleton. They almost did, but he.
They don't roll to hit.
What?
They don't roll a hit.
But it wasn't in.
If he's in the, if they're in the swarm, they hit.
But he didn't enter the swarm.
But whenever I summoned them, it was in the swarm.
But I believe it's if anything ends their turn in the swarm, they take damage from it. He hasn't.
They deal automatic damage to any creature whose space they occupy at the end of their move.
Okay, at the end of their move.
So
Then
it
yes,
would've
he
been
did take
flip a coin.
2 damage.
So they are doing damage.
Very minor damage, but yes.
God. Hello?
You got a baby penis.
Yeah, I can do that. I can drop it off in like an hour.
What's up with the date?
Yeah, I'll call you. Alright, bye.
Chandler never finished it, so everyone just started drinking.
That was my friend I was supposed to pick up. But we don't have to worry about that anymore.
You said that last time.
No, I didn't. But, dang, that's a full round action to tell it to move instead of going into the fire.
I believe it's a move action.
It is?
Let me find it.
I'm not sure. I think it did end up being a standard action. To make it change direction.
Standard, not a full round, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
So-
that's right.
So, can I make it move and pull out my crossbow?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to have it turn so that it will be able to get onto this in the next round.
Okay. It'll also be encompassing Crag on the next round.
No, it won't.
It's here. It's here. Okay. You're right.
Because if it was encompassing him, then they would be on fire.
Yep, you're right. Sorry, I was at a weird angle.
Anyways, I do that, and I pull out my crossbow.
Alright, and now it is Josh's turn again.
What? Hello.
I believe you're still dazed. Turn
Yeah.
Got 2 turns left to be dazed.
You weren't
and
supposed to tell her that.
Then it's right. I'm not going to tell her when she's not dazed.
I'm keeping track when I'm not dazed, but I was thinking.
And then it's Crag.
My turn. Let's see. So here's right there. I'm going to back up 1 space.
I'm going to say to him, can you throw him into the fire?
That's the plan. Just not really throw.
You're going to Dragonborn this shit?
Yes. I cast Fire Breath, and it's a reflex for half.
What's the range?
The range is 15 feet in cone.
So 1, 2, 3. You are going to hit. Luna, which square are you in?
I believe she was.
I was in this one, but I just.
You need to keep yourself in a square. So you are going to hit Luna. With that.
I shouldn't.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
That it's a cone. So it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're wrong. You're right. I'm just.
Yeah, I was about
Apparently, I'm having some serious problems counting to 15 today. Reflex to take half damage. My 20-sided, that is once again missing. I'll roll this one. It fails.
What you doing, bro?
How much damage does it take?
About to roll it. Let's see, the first one is 46.
It's over here.
6.
It's probably on my binder somewhere. I just can't see it because it's black and in the shadows.
I see a Chandler, but
One day my stuff will stop disappearing.
So 16 fire damage.
It's dead. Give yourself 50 XP.
holy
It
cow!
falls into pieces. Everyone give yourselves 250 XP for it.
The sad thing is, I still have
And
3
Shiana
casts
didn't-
of this, or 2 casts of this.
Shiana did not participate, so.
She was just like, nope. You know, like I
Phone's not supposed to do that. I'm staying in here.
where all this nice blood and remains are.
Licks the walls.
Do you want
Alright,
250.
I'm going to go up to it. Can I? Before anyone else? Because I think she would have been next in line.
Technically it's over. Initiative is over, so you're free to act freely.
Does Death Knell tell me that it is dead?
Yes, it is currently no longer alive.
I'm going to be walking around sweeping all of the other bodies and stuff to make sure they all actually what I think they are. As in dead, or the other ones that would be fragile.
Yes.
I'm just going to say over, it's like, tell me if you need help drawing any of these people. I don't want to see that happen again.
I walk over to it, and I'm going to roll. Can I roll again for knowledge? Anything?
If you want, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna roll knowledge arcane. Well, what would knowing if the skull did it be?
The skull is kind of a one-time artifact, so you don't really know.
Yeah,
Like,
you haven't had much.
Yeah, there's like your knowledge is it's basically you're recalling from things you've read, things you've seen, what you know. That's kind of an unknown object, so it's really, really difficult to know anything about it.
Alright, well, I'm going to take a closer look and roll for knowledge arcana first. And what is that? 6. Which will still probably not be enough. That's 14.
Overall,
Yeah.
you don't have any idea.
Alright, now I'm going to roll for knowledge religion.
XP for this
Well, never
creature.
mind.
Total?
Yeah.
It was 250 each.
250.
Well, yeah, we'll roll for knowledge religion. And I know Jack Diddley.
He tried though. He tried.
I tried.
Other actions?
Anyone else?
I'm walking over into this building, closing the door behind me and locking it if there is a lock. And assuming there's a chair in there like there was the other, I'm going to sit down, and assuming there's a table, I'm going to take out the skull and set it on the table.
Okay.
I'm going to say, "Oh, Guinevere, I apologize for calling on you so often today, but if you could please help me contact Pharasma, it would be much appreciated."
I'm going to go to the chair that I previously knocked that one unconscious guy off of, and I'm going to rest.
Do you have a number in mind? So I can- okay. Thank you.
Give me serve some more tea.
8.
8?
Mm-hmm.
8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does
What-
anything happen?
Are you
008?
Mm-hmm.
No, just it's just 08.
Yeah, if you get 0, that's either that's
That's,
just plain 0.
I'm
Or
trying to
unless
pray
you're-
to Pharasma.
you are praying. You don't get him. What do you say?
It's 0 if you're rolling
Just
for
in
one
general.
spot. It's 100 if you're rolling for the 10.
Oh, great Pharasma.
Gotcha.
Is what the
I am
0
sorry to bother you, but I beseech you, I need information.
means. Just like if you see a 0 on the D10.
I have just faced an
that's-
undead abomination, and I recently found one of my companions doing something that looked suspiciously like necromancy. I need to know what caused this undead so that I may stop further undead from being created in this manner.
It started out as fusion, and then, it turned into a corpse explosion. It
See,
was
the
going to
thing
be
is,
a live explosion.
If you had told me what the artifact did back when you found out, I'd be fine.
Oh, I know. It's
You do hear Pharasma, or you do hear a voice. You've never heard Pharasma's voice before.
Yeah.
What's it, your friend?
Just wasn't your friend. No emotion whatsoever. Wasn't your friend.
Thank you. Works for me.
You should have asked if it was the skull.
Now, whatever, you gotta talk to you about something. Did you do that shit?
Maybe asking the goddess who hates necromancy if the vessel that you're currently using to talk to her with caused it. It gets a little bit shaky there. Because if Pharasma's in a bad mood, you might get smitten.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, the skull's going to erupt into some amazing-looking explosion. And you lock the door. That's going to be one hell of an explosion.
I will once again thank whenever.
We'll just see this
So
flash of
Put it
blue
back.
light, and then the door slowly falls over.
And then I'll come back out. And don't have consecrate prepared, but saying prayers over the bones, I will be putting them into the fire. It's like, I'm sorry, you don't get to use these anymore. Last time we did that, something terrible happened. These are getting burned.
It's fine. I start picking up meat, putting it on the altar.
I stop you. No, that goes into. That was part of the undead. It gets burned.
But Nezro will be angry.
Nezro would understand.
Yeah, Nezro is a
Nezro's
friend
happy
of friends.
You got.
Yeah.
You already
Well-
offered him something today. He's just gonna think you're a kiss ass if you keep going. It's like, man, this guy's just gonna keep giving me treats, and I don't feel like it. Woof woof.
Then I'm gonna go find some more wood to put on the fire to make sure that this stays,
Well, there's plenty of wood, depending on if you want to go to a tree or start demolishing the buildings.
I'm going to
There's
walk.
also a wood pile.
I'm going to walk outside once I notice them burning the remains, and I'm going to use the last two.
Cone breaths.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna.
Thank you.
And it's just like it only would have lasted for like 10 more seconds anyway. And I'm just gonna walk back in.
Okay.
I mean, to be quite honest, the giant hulking monstrosity also swung at me. He just missed, and I torched his ass.
It's been a very stressful few days for Valky.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Yeah.
Specifically for me.
Val.
Oh
Yeah.
Specifically, yes, but I would also say we've also had a pretty tough time, except for him. He's had the time of his life.
Bob Short for Robert is.
They all had like battle-y, adventure-y things. I've had very specific.
I'm going to be a werewolf.
Yeah, he got bit by a
Okay,
werewolf.
fair enough.
He also had a godly experience. His was just a little bit more pleasant than yours. You got threatened. He got present.
He also has the ignorance of not being a holy person going into it.
True.
I've lived my life being taught things about the gods.
True.
Well, I'm about to be a holy person.
Oh,
Not
look at
really.
that.
Druids are holy very, very loosely. The
Yeah.
only reason I'm saying it'll fit for you anyway
Is because
is
it's a
because
nature god.
it is a nature.
But druids worship nature more than a specific god.
it is a nature animalistic god. So druids, that's druid territory.
Yeah, you won't necessarily be a druid of him. You'll just be a follower of him, and therefore more in tune with nature. And so druid, because you worship nature more, because you worship the god of nature, kind of thing.
But gods can be nice to not only holy classes. So there you can still pray and commune with your god.
Oh, yeah.
You just won't be getting powers specifically from him.
I just don't.
Your class won't be. You still can be
Yeah,
a follower.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of gods. I mean, the one I worship, I can't really speak to because it's a stillborn inside of a giant mountain.
You just love saying that.
He
Yes,
does.
it's an amazing god. I want everyone to know about the stillborn volcano child.
Oh my god.
Stillborn volcano child.
That means it's dead.
No, it's people or a cult is trying to bring it back or bring it into life so it can be born.
Well then.
Though it said when that happens, a bunch of shit's gonna go down. So
But his character's pretty okay with that.
Yeah, I'm
He doesn't care. His character doesn't care.
Well, it's gonna be the
I
rocky
like-
apocalypse.
It's like
It won't bother him much.
I love to experience the world. Whether it burns is not my concern
But
because everything comes back to primordial essence anyway.
anyways, but I feel like Bob Short for Robert would not like to bother his god, so I think pulling from his power would be against his opinions anyways.
Makes sense.
So,
Druid really is a good
That makes
choice
sense.
for like the
Yeah, for what
nature
you're
and
trying to
animal
do,
gods.
that does make
Yeah.
sense.
yeah, because Bob Short for Robert is like that,
You're going to be an evangelist, but you're not going to want to be...
taking from his power.
Yeah. Also, after I have my little communion, I'm going to come out, say a quick prayer, respectfully cut the throats of all of the ones that were still alive. then do channel positive energy on everything.
Keeping bases covered.
So everyone's gonna get back. Gonna do it on living things first.
Make sure they're dead.
Everyone gets back. Well, I did that first, yeah. 13 hit points. And then I'm gonna do one channel positive, negative energy. That is gonna sound so bad on the capture.
I'm sorry. It's really hard to erase.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
It's been there for a while now.
Then I'm gonna do channel positive energy on undead things within 30 feet, just in case. And just in case there are any.
It's good.
They all take 10 damage.
It'll do for
Save
now.
for half.
I'm trying to clean up since we're gonna stop.
No.
Then I'm going to respectfully and ritualistically place the remaining bodies just onto the fire.
I'm going to. I don't know. I guess I'm going to hang some I'm going to grind up some chilies in the room, just so I can not smell decay or burning flesh. I'm just like, this room doesn't have any windows. I'm just going to put some chili by the door.
Since I have leveled up, do I get my wolf now? Is my familiar done?
I don't think druids get their familiars level 1.
They do.
They do?
They do.
That is a level 1 acquisition. So,
It's rangers that don't.
I'd
Okay.
Oh yeah, the Gripply. Okay.
So,
Because I was
while
trying to think of the frog gunslinger ranger.
the party sleeps, because I
Which
assume they go to
is-
sleep at some point.
There's a little frog riding on
Um,
top of an alligator with a shotgun.
Yeah, I'm gonna send Shion off, let her go hunt. I'll say the celestial words for hunt and give her, an approving look.
You hear the celestial word for yes, and she charges off.
Share! I shout out after her.
By the way, that is that she actually did speak her first word in celestial. Cool.
Yeah, I
Monument to stay for, and Falky got some good news finally.
Yeah.
Could you hand me the shy guy?
All right. So as you
And I'll inform y'all that we should have meat coming soon. Dinner coming soon.
she brings dinner.
And it's just bones.
There is a good bit left. She brings you the carcass of a deer. It doesn't have legs anymore, and most of its neck is also gone. But there's still a good bit of meat there.
Oh yeah.
Since they already had a spit here, I'm just going to take the spit where all the bodies are burning. And I'm just going to repurpose it and stick the deer on. And just be like,
Yeah.
someone come spin this for the next. And it's like, hold on a moment, and I just spin it really fast, real quick, and I go grab the chair and sit it there, and it's like, there we go. Never mind, I can do this.
But, yes, continue.
So party goes to sleep, and suddenly,
Yeah, we'll set up 10 of those small rooms. Sorry.
Bob only is woken up by the sounds of a wolf howling.
Oh. It was so good. Why?
That was pretty nice. wasn't it?
wolf.
That was very good.
I'm a bird too.
I wake up and I walk out of my tent.
I'm sorry that movie causes you something.
And I hear the.
I don't remember that from.
Well,
I
you
hear
were
the
probably
howling of
already
the wolf.
fried before they got there. It was like the last half of the movie.
Okay.
It's
So,
when the tiny net happened.
what kind of wolf did you want?
A celestial wolf, since I am under a celestial god, unless I have to work till I get.
Yeah, you can't start with a
Now, if I
celestial one.
reverse the
Gotcha.
footage,
So, pick a normal kind of wolf.
Timber wolf, since he is a timber wolf.
Alright, a great. I need a dice. God. So a wolf walks up. He nods at you. He's like, "Sup, dude?"
You can speak common?
No.
Oh.
But a timber wolf does come up to you, and it just kind of sits in front of you.
Oh, such a pretty wolf.
What, dude?
No fucking it.
So
Darn it.
It just wheels
I mean, what?
back. It just wheels back and headbutts you.
I look at it and I ask, what did you actually roll a 1 on my wolf?
Yes.
Please don't tell me you rolled a 1 on my wolf.
That was just to give it its gender.
Oh, is it male or female?
It's 1.
Which is
He,
male or
he was
female?
rolling for the number of
Doesn't
genders.
use
It could have had 6 possible genders.
You actually lucked out.
It doesn't have he or her, it has Z and Zer. So, there you go.
You're just lucky it ain't fucking trees.
Or it could be an actual timber wolf and be made of wood now.
Yeah, I've given you something else to keep up with.
You're now a wood wolf.
Oh no, the wolf is yours. You keep up with the wolf. You will control the wolf, you will have its stats on a separate piece of paper, you will have its health on a separate piece of paper.
Oh lord.
All you.
Yep. You were deciding to go
Shiana-
to some of the hardest classes for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
He doesn't get Shiana because Shiana's not an animal companion. Shiana is just a companion
Yeah.
who happens to be an animal, but she's got intelligence and
Age.
her own will.
And technically, so does your wolf. It's just you're in charge of role playing it
Mm-hmm.
instead of him. You don't have 100% control over it. You have, I think it's like bonuses to handle animal and stuff, and a empathy link and stuff like that. So for the most part, he'll do what you want him to. Great. I'm finally used to saying her for Shiana, and now you've introduced a male wolf. Thanks.
It's a he?
Yeah.
Question mark?
He, yes. Confirm.
So it is a he.
Yes,
My
it is a
wolf.
he. It is a he wolf.
What the
Run,
fuck?
work, and school.
Sure. Your family.
That's what.
Your family and your shivers.
At least they're not as violent as mine. I fallen down from them before.
What?
Shivers.
Yeah.
Why?
Me, Rain, and
No, like,
Luna
we-
have,
we-
Oh,
violent
yeah.
we had no shivers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My grandmother calls it a rabbit running over your grave.
The only thing that I do is just neck crick sometimes. I think it used to be a voluntary thing, and then
So,
it stopped
wolf in
becoming
front of you. It's
voluntary.
pretty timber wolf. It's boy. Just sits there.
Is it a puppy?
It has
It
a
is not a
penis.
How big is it?
It's
And the other wolf has a vagina.
The timing of that question. It has a penis.
How big is it?
How big is it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oops.
Oh.
Well, you have to know these things for reasons.
You see,
Don't
he's still
question
furry.
Oh my god.
He's not a furry,
Yes.
just like he's not gay. He's just desperate.
You see, the reasoning behind him liking
We're
animals
talking
so
about
much.
the person in game, Raina.
The reason why, a little bit of backstory. The reason why he loves animals and nature so much is because his father never loved him, and the only thing
And his
that would
father
love
put a
him,
guinea pig up his ass.
Oh, God.
And
the only thing that would
and thus he became a furry.
Through tragedy,
This hamster is the only one who's ever loved me.
and he died.
Also, the story got around town, and that's why he's desperate.
Have you heard? This man sticks hamsters up his butt.
His butt?
Yes, sir. What? His butt? Yes, his butt. A hamster. A hamster.
Hey, I say, hamsters!
He built up a tolerance, you see.
Lock up your
Now going 3 at a time. Oh, pitiful creatures!
I'm not letting my daughters or hamsters
What about your sons?
Oh, they're fine. I don't care about them. I can't wed them off to increase my fortune. I mean, what?
Oh.
Just be quiet, girl, and take this used hamster.
No, thank you.
And then And then it all blows over, and then they start talking about the guy who has like a nude up his ass, and it's like, did you hear?
Hamsters are so last year. Everyone puts hamsters up their butts now. Newts are the real freaks.
So now they won't come near you, not because you're a freak, but because your fashion sense is bad.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You gotta put some newts up there to get a
Just put a plunger up there.
plunger.
Someone got famous on Facebook for putting plungers up their ass.
I didn't want to hear that.
Anyways, but the only things that would show him any love was
Started
animals,
the
to which
session by
that his
saying,
wizard
"Things
father
that come up on my
that
DNA."
then his wizard father would then use for experiments and kill them.
Oh.
Alright.
Experiment one. How many hamsters can
It was over. Why?
It's never over.
There will always
There'll
be
be always more
hamsters.
Carissa, let's put this up your ass.
This has become a D&D villain now. His father is a cruel and corrupt person.
Anyways,
No, not we're continuing.
Alright.
Don't you dare.
Good God. Do you want to eat or not? Shut up. So I can make one of them drive us to get some food.
Here it's like squeaking, and then your wolf opens.
oh
You lose your
no. About my wolf.
About it, yes.
What happens if it dies?
You can spend...
It's your father used it to shove it up your ass and it died. It died.
It's down here. Hold on.
It's dead from your ass.
That's an interesting title.
It's an interesting book.
Alright. So, unlike normal animals of your kind, your animal companion's hit dice, ability skills, and feats will advance with you. If you receive an animal companion
Specifically with your druid level.
Yeah. As the druid advances in level. If a character receives an animal companion from more than one source, your effective druid levels stack for the purposes of determining the stats and abilities. Most animal companions increase in size when their druid really reaches 4th or 7th level. It will when you're 7,
Well,
depending on the companion.
real quick question.
What's up?
If I vomit swarm, and since I am a druid, would that increase the swarm?
No.
Gotcha.
If you release your companion from service, or it dies, you can gain a new one by performing a ceremony requiring 24 uninterrupted hours of prayer in the environment where the new companion typically lives. So spend 24 hours praying in a forest without anyone bothering you, and you can have a new animal companion from the forest.
Gotcha. Now about my wolf stats. Very important.
They are very important.
As important as my dick.
That being said, can we do them after game? Can we finish up?
Yeah. Well, that was pretty much all I was going to do, except give everyone miscellaneous XP.
Well, I was going to say, do we sleep through the night to the point where I wake up in the morning to prepare spells?
Yes.
At least that. Okay.
Alright, so miscellaneous XP. Give yourself 200 for preaching to a group of people
Yeah, that was
before they were slaughtered.
really impressive.
So, 200 XP for that. Actually, go ahead and give yourself 300. That was pretty cool. Anyone else do anything?
I converted 2 people for a period of
Give
time.
yourself 100 XP for that, too.
I intimidated the guy.
50 XP.
I did okay in science that probably pissed off a few deities.
150 XP.
I talked to my new god, and as well I built an altar that he enjoyed. And I convinced him that he
And
would...
then summoned an undead creature.
No, that was a skull.
50 XP.
And also I convinced him to have a church.
50 XP.
And won him a astral diamond.
Nope, just the 50 XP. For all of that.
I shaved off about 6 days off of our travel time.
Yeah.
50 XP. That was pretty easy.
I don't know anything else I've done that was spectacular, so I don't know.
You killed things.
That was pretty much my thing. Is like I whooped some ass today.
you got the
That's
50
about it.
XP for getting the last hits.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I like doing the miscellaneous XP. That way people who aren't getting last hits can get little spurts of XP to keep up with everybody at least a little bit.
I hugged Valky.
What?
I hugged Valky.
You did hug Valky. Give yourself 20 XP for that.
I need to know my levels because I'm at 25,305.
25, 305.
You leveled up.
You're level 6, not level 7.
You're level 6 now. You're
So level 5 alchemist, level 1 druid.
25 XP?
20.
20. Oh, just
Let's see.
And anyone who can guess the champion that is currently my background. Will also
Oh, I
get
can't
10
think of his
Timmy!
name. Shit.
Trundle.
Sorry, Jack.
What?
Timmy. Not Timmy,
Timo?
Timo.
Draven.
Trundle.
Are you going to give a go at this?
Let me think
Is
first.
it Draven?
Darius.
No one wins.
Who's the one with the axes?
That's Draven.
Okay.
The League of Draven, full of himself. Probably
Oh,
Draven. There are lots of people with axes. Are
The
you
two
talking?
that you throw and catch.
Yes, Draven.
Who is it?
Misfortune.
Oh, I was gonna guess one of the females, but I didn't know their names.
Okay, let's see.
Everyone jumped at that. Like, that's such an awful way to get XP, and everybody jumped at that.
I just wanted the bragging rights of guessing it.
I need
Actually, she's gotten it a few times.
I need to know my wolf.
Or you.
What?
What?
I wasn't done talking to the
I don't
wolf.
remember getting that before.
You can wait.
Are you talking to me about me?
Here.
Oh, him. Oh, okay.
I was also.
You
confused.
also still need to level up.
Yeah, but I wasn't done talking to the wolf.
Next time. You've got places to be. I'm hungry.
I don't have anywhere to be.
Do you not?
No, not anymore.
Oh.
He has school.
You have school in the morning.
And
I feel like there was something else. I can't think of anything.
fine then.
If you want to take me to go get food, I will take my laptop and we'll talk about
Okay.
it there.
We can do that.
Damn it.
What?
Forgot to cut off their ears before I put them in the fire.
You're never gonna get paid. Y'all
We're
will
the
never
we're-
get paid.
We're the worst adventurers. We're the best assassins.
We can burn down the camp before we leave and
Suck.
just let them know that we took out a camp.
Yeah.
That'll get us something, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if Tanai was like going by, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a smoldering heap of nothingness there now.
Also, I would like to point out that just about every camp has a group of people that enters and exits every day.
We don't know that. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do.
We don't know the frequency. I don't.
That's
think.
true. That's true.
We don't know
the
if they
frequency.
were there or not.
Well, yeah,
They
it
could have
could be
been
there
there, we
here.
just
We also
slaughtered
don't know if they come.
I'm just.
We also don't know if they like rotate through or if it's out to one in the back.
Please stop.
But
All right.
I'm glad that we didn't end up, or me and you didn't end up fighting. I didn't want to see who would win.
Yeah.
Well, I need it for now.
That's a really hard one too because
Yeah.
What?
I hadn't even thought about it because it wasn't a. To me, it wasn't an issue of if I would win or not. It was just I was going to have to.
Oh yeah.
So I hadn't thought about the odds of success at all. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I really,
It would've-
really.
It would have only been bad because I hadn't. I had like one last, or like two last like attack spells. I had aggressive shock or something shock and my fire breath.
I really want to watch all of
I
just
had
like the
quite a
party
bit of
members
stuff I could
all
do,
fight
actually.
each other just to see who would win.
He has a fruit bat sunglasses on. Cool.
I really want that to happen.
What happened?
I want all of the party members to fight. That way you can see who wins.
No.
Y'all know it's gonna be me. I mean,
I
No,
honestly
it's
don't
Bob
know.
short for Robert.
My money would either be on Shiana
Oh,
or Crag.
But it's Bob short for Robert.
The only way you would win is if you fucked up so much everyone else just died.
No.
Exactly.
Well, he's got his good things. He's got a lot of AOE, and
I
he
don't
can
know what it
shoot.
is.
He can shoot a area of effect. He can hit a lot of people at once.
He also has good,
If
a lot
I
of
knew,
health.
if I prepared
And
spells
he does have a
specifically
crossbow
for that, I
he
could
can
do a
shoot
lot.
twice in
Yeah.
one round.
I mean,
which
I'm not
is
saying that
pretty
you
nice.
wouldn't do a lot of damage. It's just like you can only pick one person with the, or you can only affect person or each person like once during the channel energy.
But it's 3d6 each time. No, the thing is, I have 3 third level spells now.
Bite.
That's
Lorna, can you move?
each time. That's 3d8 plus 6. Health back to myself, you know.
He also,
Yes, but that's if.
he also put out 29 damage with one hit.
Which I think I would just barely survive. Yeah, I would survive that, and then I could get it all back with like a 2nd level spell.
That isn't my max damage.
Yeah.
That was
but,
just 2 of my attacks.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I would run you out I think you would run out of spells before I would, is the thing. And at that point it would turn.
But he's got a really hefty weapon even before his spells.
I've got pretty good AC.
That's why I want to see it, so I can see it.
Yeah.
One day I'll make you all fight each other with no repercussions. That way you will all agree to it.
How many?
Where do you want to go?
Heck,
Where
with
are we
this
going?
party, it might just happen in game.
Yeah.
It really might at some point.
I mean, it almost happened
It
today.
did almost happen today, yeah. I didn't want to, but it was yeah.
Where are we going?
Where do you want to go?
Where do you want to drive?
Where do you want
I
to
guess
go?
I'll go.
We gotta
get
The
my
The
idea
world
now.
is your oyster.
we could
See
try
you next time.
McDonald's.